What's up, YouTube interweb? It's the Pop Punk Dad here, coming at you with another interview, and this time from the band Neverthere. The pop punk duo of Rob and Andrew take on like a space concept filled with storylines and characters that set up like a non-traditional landscape through each and every song. It's a really unique way of constructing pop punk and indie with concept storytelling. That's my opinion anyway. I chatted with founding member Rob Ragosta at Four Chord Music Festival 5, where he was filling in on guitar in the band Patent Pending, where his brother Joe is the lead singer slash frontman. We chatted about Neverthere's start, their latest music video Labs, working with Abbey Road Studios for Neverthere's EP, as well as growing up in a musical household. Before we get into that, why don't you just sub me up? Johnny Bravo elbow smash that like button. I think I'm like the only one that gets that reference.
Oh, pretty little mama.
Ring that bell to stay notified, and post score in the comments. And I think today's question's gonna be, are you into any concept bands or bands with storylines behind them? Personally, my favorite, I love Coheed and Cambria, Angels and Airwaves, Drop Dead Gorgeous, and the Umbrella Academy. Let me know down below. Where my theme song at? What's up, guys? It's the Pop Punk Dad here with Rob from the band Neverthere.
I've been tearing up the shop, up the shop, up the shop. I've been burning all of my supplies. I bar the doors, secure the locks, screw the locks, screw the locks. I've been saying all my goodbyes.
What brings you to the festival today?
I'm playing guitar in Patent Pending.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Your brother is in Patent Pending.
Yes, Joe.
What band are you looking forward to today?
Bloom is awesome. Really, really cool guys. Keep flying. I mean, Anti-Flag, Less Than Jake. Like, this whole festival's awesome. We were lucky enough to play last year too. I played with Patent Pending again. Rishi's got a really cool thing going on here. It's really just an awesome scene. There's a food truck outside. There's a bunch of kids hanging out that have never met. It's people travel from all over. It's great. I love this festival.
I was talking to a couple other bands, and they said that they would like to see Rishi branch out to maybe New York and Ohio. Would that be awesome?
I would love to play it in New York, because then I don't have to drive 8 hours to be here. It'd be the best. I'd love a home show out of this. It'd be great. I would love to see Rishi branch out. If he could do it, that'd be incredible. Because then it also means this festival's doing really great.
Yeah. On the questions about your band Neverthere, what was the concept for the song Labs, the music video? Because it's kind of crazy.
So Labs is really about, Andrew Sclafani, we were both in another band together before this called This Good Robot. And everything was kind of fictional. Like we'd kind of write stories and then write dramatic songs about those characters. So Labs is kind of in that same vein where we had characters written that were basically existing in like multiple dimensions.
It's like the spin-off of the other band?
I wouldn't call it a spin-off because it's definitely a different sounding band. It's definitely a different aesthetic sonically. And we're branching out into some newer areas that him and I have never really done before. That was a bridge from that band to kind of where we are now as writers. Like that first EP was definitely like old tricks with new kind of takes on them. The video is basically these two characters who are drawn to each other no matter what reality they're existing in. So if you believe in like parallel dimensions or multiverse or the bubble theory or any...
Cloud Atlas, like that movie?
Yeah, basically this song's about the Cloud Atlas.
Awesome.
That's about Tom Hanks. Specifically, most of our songs are about Tom Hanks. The next EP we're releasing is just a Castaway theme concept album.
So I love the song Gone, Gone, Gone.
Thank you.
That song is totally rad.
Thanks, man.
I saw that the album was mastered at Abbey Road Studios.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Awesome. I wish we could have been in the room for it. That'd have been amazing. I want to just go to Abbey Road just to take a tour. I literally was talking about it this morning. It was incredible because Andrew and I were both learning, we're becoming better engineers and like doing demos and just working on other people's music. So it was sort of the thing where it was like, mastering kind of costs the same no matter what studio you're getting it done at.
Unless you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, in which case it seems like a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a free mistake to do it yourself. So Abby, like we literally were just looking at all like friends that do it, bigger studios that do it, and then we were just like, oh, just for shits and giggles, like let's look, see what Abbey Road charges, and it was literally, I think it came out to like 23 American dollars more to have every song done at Abbey Road. And literally it's a list of like all of the most famous dudes, mastering engineers in the game, all out of Abbey Road, and then like a list of all of their greatest hits. So it was just like, yeah, of course I want the dude that did all of the killer singles to do ours. Yeah, call it a day. But that was a really cool experience because we also had like a brief like 2 email back and forth with the guy. So that was really interesting to have. Like he was just like, hey, what type of stuff are you looking for? What type of stuff are you into? I'll kind of mix what you're looking for it to sound like and what I think your band kind of sounds like. It was really cool because he actually gave a shit.
What version did you guys end up going with? On some tracks, was it like his vision, or other tracks was it?
Well, that was the thing, is he sent us back just masters, and we were like, yeah, I have nothing to say to this man.
Okay.
That's it. It's perfect. Like, I know it's really tough for bands starting out to like learn the lesson of like pay the engineer, go to the better studio, spend the extra day, like all that stuff sucks because it's money, but like you get what you pay for. And like with him, it was just like, I wish I had a reason to keep talking to him. I wish I did, but like he gave us a perfect master, and I was just like, this is perfect, thank you.
Have you ever had any bad recording studio experiences where you're just like, I paid for this and the product was total shit?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's been in their first band ever.
Yeah.
You gotta start somewhere, man.
We went to one where the guy did not believe in a click track.
Love that. That's always a good sign. That's always...
First up, we're gonna record all in the same room. And then there's gonna be no click track. The drummer's gonna play with what you're playing.
And like new bands aren't tight anyway, so it's like, guys, just go in there. You're gonna be great. This is gonna be tight.
By the way, you only got 6 hours, so you better know this on the first take.
Oh God. No, yeah. I've definitely had a couple not great recording sessions in my day.
What was your inspiration behind the band? Because there is a lot going on.
For Neverthere.
Yeah.
I think Andrew and I both learned with our last band, as long as you own what you're doing and you're doing it to the best of your ability, it's good. Yeah. You're happy with what you've done, and like we're writing songs that we enjoy playing. I think that's why we kind of have so much going on, like you said. Like we went out of our way to find a producer. His name's Ayad Al-Hadami. He played in Passion Pit. He played in Team Spirit. Just a super talented guy. He's out of Brooklyn at Diamond City Studios. If you're in the area, you should definitely look him up. He's a fantastic engineer and producer. We knew his background was wildly different than ours. And we knew that we were kind of stuck in our old tricks. So we took our demos and we went to him and we were like,
he pulled you out of it?
Here's what we've been doing. We don't want that. Just point us in a direction. And like literally the 3 of us just locked ourselves in a room and everything was great.
That's like an incredibly awesome direction for a band to go in, because you know your flaws and you're trying to make them better.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just gonna keep releasing the same shit, and it's like, well, who's this for? Like, you know, like what's the point? You know, like if you look at a band like My Chemical Romance, it's like those records are all totally different bands. They're the same band because it's the same guys, so there's always gonna sound like them, but it's that they're totally different records that sonically are on different planets. You gotta evolve.
Are you crossing your fingers for a My Chem reunion?
Who isn't? Who isn't? I will say this though. I enjoyed Gerard's solo record big time. I like the dancey, like synth poppy type stuff.
Yeah.
I'm into that, and I know that that's kind of what he grew up into, from what I understand. That and like normal punk rock and shit, and like old classic rock or whatever. But I'm obsessed with what Frank is doing. Frank Iero and the Celebration, and he names his band something else for every record. And it's generally a new lineup.
I did not know that.
Dude, it's awesome. Awesome, awesome. He's so damn good. His band always crushes live. Like, he's a phenomenal frontman. If you get the chance to see him play, definitely take it. Because he's just doing straight up punk rock.
Have you seen or heard anything from the Umbrella Academy?
Dude, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that show. It's gonna be awesome.
I have no idea what the concept is, but it just looks rad.
Have you ever read the books?
No.
Oh, read the books. And they're quick reads. And like literally you can get the trades, which is just all the issues in one book.
Awesome.
Go to your local comic book store, go on eBay, whatever you gotta do. They're not expensive. That's the point of like the trade books.
That's how I got into Coheed and Cambria. Was I picked up Second Stage Turbine Blade.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? And then I had the keywork on the back, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah. No, those books are definitely worth reading. And from what I understand, the first season of the show will be based on one of the story arcs. From what I understand, I'm excited as hell. I think it's gonna be cool.
So you and Andrew, you're a duo. How does your live show work? Is it like 21 Pilot style, or do you guys get like other guys in the band?
We've actually had a few different lineups because the whole point is just like, him and I are the cooks. And we have band members that love to play with us and are, they're a great friend of ours and like they're great players. So like, Our old drummer, Ryan Linzer, who finished off This Good Robot with us, he plays with us most of the time. We had a friend named Nick DeMarco play. He's predominantly a guitar player. He shreds on guitar. He played drums for us on our last run. Corey from Patent Pending played bass for us on the last run. It's great because it allows Andrew and I to have this thing that, like, when we're around each other, we can make it work. We can release music. We can write through email. Like,
You guys are on the same page.
him and I are the cooks. And I think we both complement each other in where he's so good at this and I'm not good at that. It's vice versa. Like we both even each other out. He's the yin to my yang, you know?
What's it like playing with your brother? I mean, you're in a band with him kind of right now.
Yeah. I think at this point, it's just we always refer to it as the union, the patent pending union, because we have so many people that have filled in over the years.
Yeah.
So it's just, at this point, it's like the people that are often there are in the band. You know what I mean? So like at this point, like I'm kind of a part of the band.
So for Patent Pending's Wikipedia page, it would be just a long list of like...
Oh, it's like 50 people on there.
Yeah.
It's insane. And like I know for a fact there are names missing that I'm just like, no one would even know who that person is. Like they only did like a week.
5 shows.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's fun, man. He's my brother.
Your whole family is pretty much like in with music.
Mm-hmm.
So question is, how supportive was your mom and dad whenever you like told them, I'm going to be in a band?
My parents are supportive to a fault.
Yeah.
Like they're overly supportive. We definitely wouldn't be able to keep doing this without them. After all these years, like they've gotten us out of some serious holes. They kind of keep us in line with it, where they're like, if you're going to do it right. And it's really, it's invaluable. When I was 8 years old, 7 years old, I had a friend that was a couple years older that played guitar. And he was like really good blues guitar player, great guy. His name's Danny Bem. If anybody in Virginia knows him, he's the best. And he was just a shredder, like just ripped. And he got me like super into guitar. He taught me a couple songs. And I immediately told my parents, like, I want to learn guitar. And my dad was in bands when he was younger. So he was always like very musically inclined, like super into just, he brought us up on music anyway. And then my older sisters, even before I started playing guitar, my sister was going to hardcore shows in Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. So like she was feeding us music. Like Joe would give me Blink-182 and she'd be like, here, listen to this hardcore band too. Like if you're gonna do this also. Like, so she always kept me on both sides. Like, so like I had, and then my other sister was into like musicals. My brother Michael was super into musicals. My parents were into oldies and Motown and classic rock and all this stuff.
That's how my house was growing up.
Yeah, and even just like, it was at the time of Behind the Music. So anything interesting, my dad would be like, oh, I got your their greatest hits record, here you go. And I was like 7 years old. So like, I was just a sponge for all this stuff. So it wasn't a surprise to them that I wanted to do it. And given my personal circumstances, they were like, you can do this band and go to college at this school that's near us. So we're gonna support you, get a job also, but like we're gonna help you out when you need it between school and traveling for this. And then I started also working like random tours for some other bands and stuff. So it was just, we've just always been a part of this. For them, it wasn't even like a big decision. For them, it was just like, oh, it's this week now, so you have these shows. Like, see you later. It's never really been a big topic of discussion, oddly enough. It's just been the way it is since I was 12 when we started playing shows, you know?
That's awesome. Do you have any kids?
I do not. I have 9 nieces and nephews.
9 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of music they like, or what kind of music?
Oh, it's hilarious. My niece Quinn was wearing a Weezer shirt the other day. They all like Weezer. I think it's just it's insane because like one of them's super into like 80s dance songs right now. Like just because it was like she heard right? Like no, she likes like Hey Mickey and like the what is it? The Weather Sisters, the Scissor Sisters. Yeah, Cyndi Lauper loves all the Cyndi Lauper stuff.
She's on tour with Rod Stewart.
Love that. I would love to go to that show. That's fucking amazing. I love that. Like literally, my dad driving. We used to play hockey, so I was in the car for a lot of time with him, and he would just play me Rod Stewart greatest hits, Cat Stevens greatest hits, like Cyndi Lauper even. Yeah.
That's awesome. My daughter is 6, and she.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she loves Katy Perry,
Fall Out Boy, and she likes the Mario Brothers, which are Pat and Penny.
Nice.
So she's like a super duper Pat and Penny fan. She's bummed she couldn't come today.
That's the best. Maybe next time.
What is, for Neverthere, what is Neverthere's mission statement?
Smart. We're just trying to make better decisions than we have in the past. So we're trying to like when we released the single, there was a video with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's planning ahead, but really as a band, our mission statement is do something interesting without being weird for no reason. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where
Don't
it's
go
like
total Lady Gaga.
no, but here's the thing: is Lady Gaga kills it.
Yeah.
Like when she wears a meat dress, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So like,
and she
get
has a
weird.
statement behind it, like don't wear fur.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, have a statement. If you want to attribute meaning to anything, that's fine. Yeah, like we definitely have our own meaning and concepts for what we write. It's not really our job to tell you what you get out of it. The other day we were in the studio about a month ago, and we were working on a new song, and we were concentrating it on keeping it on the rails. You know, like we were like, this song is like this. Let's make it this, like kind of over the plate, like pop, where it was like, no, this part should be like this. And it was a decision that we normally wouldn't make so easily, because it was kind of out of our comfort zone. And then by the end of the writing of this session, like, because we wrote it one day and then recorded it the next 2 days.
Just like screw it.
No, it was literally like the answer to our question on like, where's this going?
Yeah.
Was weirder than where we started, but it worked. So it wasn't weird for no reason. It was weird for the sake of the song. It works so much better, and only music nerds are gonna notice that it's weird. Because other people, it's gonna be smooth. It's literally just an odd chord progression.
What song is that? Is it on EP1?
No. We just recorded this. This will be the next thing that we release.
And that is my next question and final question, is what is next for Neverthere?
We want to play some shows this fall and into the winter. We're trying to get to some places we haven't gotten to yet, but that's kind of a pie in the sky right now. Hopefully getting on a tour or two, opening up for somebody. Just trying to like, instead of, you know, we've had our fun doing the VFW hall like in a van thing.
Yeah.
Now it's like, let's try and go through the right sources here. Let's try and do this right and really push this to the next level. Because the DIY works, and I think those people will come with us. Does that sound weird? It sounds so shitty to talk about a band like a business, but it's like, I want to keep doing this, man.
It totally is a business. It's a business relationship.
Yeah, I want this to keep going, and I think, like, honestly, not just to tie this all together, like, Four Chord is an incredible example of how that can work. Yeah. Rishi is taking something that's always been independent. He is independent, like, and he made it into a thing that lasts, and it's fucking awesome. And we're trying to do something similar. Yeah.
This has been the Pop Punk Dad, here with Rob from the band Neverthere.
Bye.
Hey, we're at the end of the video. Yeah. Why don't you like, comment, subscribe, stay notified, all the other stuff that you're supposed to do with sharing things over on social media. Give it a share. Share this on over. Someone that you know that likes comic books or concept albums or bands that listen bands. I'd like to send a special thanks out to Rob from Neverthere for taking the time to talk to me. And you can check out all of Neverthere's music, merch, shows, all in the links below. Make sure you check out the music video for Labs, as well as the rest of the tunes from their EP1. And above all else, don't forget to stay pop punk. Later.
My show. Shit.